I see aliens and stars and rocket ships and comets, and sometimes your vomit can catch on fire and go back into outer space sometimes. They are green and have 10 eyes, and they have 7 legs, and they actually have no head. We play hide and float.
Hide and float? How do you play hide and float?
You just float to somewhere to hide, and then the aliens find you in heaven. They live on planet Jupiter. It looks like a pink vomit, but they say they're too busy looking after another girl right now. They will come.
Who?
The aliens.
In my imagination, I never had any bad sides. I always used to think positive, and I thought if I thought those good positive thoughts that would eventually come to be. Not so much these days, but what it used to look like is how I wanted life to be. So it was pretty nice house, nice car, great clothes, good job, all the good things in life. My imagination relates to my reality now not very well because I don't have the big house and the flash car. I've got a nice car, I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, I think it was more of a dream than imagination, and imagination was with me when I was a young girl, and I used to imagine being famous, just probably a lot of what the teenagers think about these days. I think about what's out in space, if there are other planets with living inhabitants, or if there's life after death. I wish I still had the imagination I did when I was a young girl, when I was a kid.
I imagine that I can help pets when my teacher's just annoying. If I could do anything, I would love to be a vet. That's what I would like to be. I would like to be really everything. Everything. It's a place where there's trees, butterflies, and all kinds of nice things.
What type of things?
Things like my parents, my sisters, my cousins, my brothers, my grannies, everything. Even palm trees. Yeah, I believe there's a place like that on Earth. Everywhere I go there, everywhere. I see them. My cousins, my grannies, my aunties, and my mom and my dad. My whole thing.
Well, when I was a kid, I always used to think about like being like a pro wrestler, because I always used to watch wrestling on TV, and then I used to get really sad every time everyone would say it was fake and stuff, because that was like one of my biggest dreams, to become a pro wrestler. I think because when I grew older, I became smarter and started to watch more closely what was happening on the TV, and they were faking all of it, and yeah, and also I had enough of people telling me it's fake, so I just started to believe them. Always think about my future, because I never know what I'm going to do next or anything. Like, I always think like, oh, what if I get really good at footy and I become an AFL player, or I get sponsored in skateboarding, or I end up in a famous band or something like that. I always think about after death, like if there's like something after death, like not just darkness, which sometimes I think about, and then sometimes I think about like life just starts over, like reincarnation, but you know, weird stuff like that.